It's been quite a while since I have done a video. I think the last video that I did that wasn't like a podcast or like a short was about 1 month ago. 1 month ago. So let me tell you, first of all, let me fill you in with what's been going on. Why is it a month? Why is it taking this long to make a video? First and foremost, I got sick. That influenza A that's been running around here just like knocking the doors of people's homes came to visit and I didn't invite it and I got sick. Not only did I get sick, just about everybody in my house. It started with my oldest daughter and then hit me about a week or two later, hit my husband, it hit the rest, it just hit the whole house. Just know it hit the whole house. And being sick while I was traveling, just trying to get stuff done, like there was a lot going on. Let me just say, it literally kicked me back. So I feel like getting sick as a content creator when you still have deadlines has to be the craziest thing to do because you still have to show up. I still was able to cut down and not go to events. I had to come out of events so last minute, which I never do. I try my very best not to cancel. I try my very best not to do so because I know that if I RSVP, that somebody is making provisions to make sure they have things set for me and whomever else may be coming with me and or just people in general. But I had to cancel. Yeah, I had to cancel. And that's okay. That's okay. The other part of what's been struggling for me, and this is the reason why I'm making this video as a get your behind back into the flow, is not because I'm rushing myself to get quote unquote back for a specific purpose. What I've noticed is that my season of depression is kicking my behind. I've been talking about this. This started actually around Christmas time, which I was able to maintain for a little while because, again, if you watch my Christmas special, I was doing the Christmas vlogging. I did one every single day during the Christmas holiday. When I tell you I'm super proud of me for just doing that, I'm super proud of me because I had been wanting to do it. And I was like, I don't know, I'm not sure. But I do so much around the Christmas holiday. Why wouldn't I, right? So I pushed through, got through the Christmas season. However, you had this really high because, again, as a mother, I'm preparing for Christmas joy in my own home. We traveled to my parents and see my siblings and nieces for Christmas. And then I came crashing down. A couple days after Christmas, I really didn't have a real plan for New Year's. And it was a crash. Now, the crazy thing is the crash, in my opinion, wasn't something that was built or based on expectations. Oh, I need to do certain things. I need to start my new year a certain way. It wasn't, which that can get me sometimes. But it literally had everything to do with, I just felt unmotivated. As I began to feel unmotivated, it came and started showing up in the way that I show up for content. Now, again, was I hitting every deadline? Yes, every single one. But here's a few things that I tried to do to get back into the groove. And I'm just getting my personality back. I feel like I'm just knocking at the door of normality right now. A month. It took me about a month. And the crazy part is, again, my seasonal depression, which I'm still in, coming out of it, but still in. I have never noticed it hitting me around Christmas. 9 times out of 10, it would start to hit me right in February. Like right about now is when I would start to see it, or at least I would see it manifested as hard as it is now. And that's fine. But to start it in December, and it is now February, and I'm still fighting for my life. I started noticing it in my schedule. I would come after I've just been riding or driving, because I feel like I'm the family Uber at this point. And I've been driving around and I'm getting all this stuff done. And I find myself like exhausted, sleeping on the couch, not able to get up and just needing all this extra sleep. Do I feel like I'm lacking rest? Yes, I do feel like I needed some rest. But there's a difference between sleep and then there's a difference between rest. Sleep is something that you do where you either fall asleep on that couch or you get in the bed, you get some sleep and you go about your day, whether you have the full 8 hours, the 2 hours, the 4 hours, whatever the case may be. Rest is a spiritual thing to me. Rest is spiritual. I feel like when your mind is racing, you don't have that calm, you got everything going on and you're just doing the most. That's when you're not fully rested. So I started asking God and praying and just saying, Lord, what is going on? So again, after last year, I have been getting in my Bible, reading my devotions, getting into the Word, and really just reading my Bible now. I know some of y'all gonna be like, I don't read the Bible, I don't care about that. Listen, do whatever you got to do. This is what works for me. That's what I do, right? And so I started getting in my word, and I started looking, and I started asking myself, what came out of my routine? What's coming out of my routine that's not happening? What I need to be doing better at? And I was reminded that I'm not taking my mental health medication. I'm not going to say which one, but I am on a mental health medication. I've been on it for years, and I haven't been taking it consistently. When you don't take medication as prescribed, it can then make you feel all the things. If I'm taking it for the mental health, I've been diagnosed for it for my depression, and specifically for seasonal depression. Had the medication in the house, wasn't a lack of not having it, then hit or missing taking it. So you have help. You don't use the help, and you're complaining because you don't know what's wrong. Sound like some people? Just me? Okay, cool. So I started taking the medication very much consistently like I'm supposed to, and I'm starting to feel better. Not because of the medication, but because I'm doing the other things like reading a book. Bookworm I am. And reading books, I started noticing I wasn't reading. I stopped journaling for a little bit, and I was like, I say all of this to say, if you recognize, especially if you already know you're dealing with seasonal depression, and you recognize the things that usually would bring you joy no longer brings you joy, maybe time to talk to someone. It may be. Now, again, I have been under therapists for about a year and some change with my new therapist, and he does not sugarcoat. It's a he, and he does not sugarcoat. He don't play no games, right? And I have been saying, hey, I think I'm going through seasonal depression. He's like, yeah, it sounds like that's what it is. So we've been making a plan. We've been working out the plan, but it doesn't work if I don't work my part, right? Like, people think you go to therapy and you just sit on this wonderful couch. First of all, I'm online. I'm back and forth just like this. Here are some things that have helped me. Continuing with the reading of my Bible, because that's what I choose. Getting back into reading my books as the beloved bookworm that I am. The other thing that has been helping me, again, getting back into the journaling. Also, having honest conversations with those who are around me. Best means my husband. Sometimes I feel like he can be a trigger too. But if I'm honest, the reason why he becomes a trigger is because I allow him to be one. And when I took control of that, yeah, I'm not letting you trigger me just to trigger me, okay? Having honest conversations is very ideal. Getting back into some type of active activity. Me stop declining invitations to content creator events. This one's going to hurt for me because I had to stop saying no and start saying yes again, getting back into the flow, showing up. Because showing up was showing up for me. Like, that helped. That helped me. And it's not about being busy. You don't want to be so busy that you just don't realize you're in something, but you want to really take care of yourself on stuff. So getting back into the content creator flow for me, which could be for you some level of creativity. I love that for you. Please get very as creative as you can. Listen, things like I have a word search book, some coloring. There's adult coloring books of all types. They're a little bit more intricate than just the kiddie ones. And if that doesn't work, do the kiddie one too. I don't care. Being creative in some type of way. Getting back into the podcast, making sure that I'm using my voice effectively and showing up, doing that and being consistent. That has been helping me. A few other things, fresh air. Telling everybody, my family in my house, because I do so much with now running around behind all of them physically now, everybody has somewhere to be. And doing one day a week where I say we're absolutely not, like, there's nothing on the schedule, so don't add anything to my schedule, because that's what's happening. I have to do all the driving for everybody, and so now they're just like, oh, can I go visit my friend? Can I? One day a week is a no. I'm not going anywhere. I'm not driving anywhere. I'm not taking you anywhere. You're not Ubering anywhere. We're going to sit down somewhere and get our lives together and reset. Also, resetting. Keeping my space clear. This means, like, in my room, I'm really particular about how things go. And it's like, I live in a home where my husband is the opposite of me. We clash. So finding space that is just mine and saying, but this space right here has to be completely pristine. And these spaces that are community has to be clean. And these things have to be put into its place. And then you have your area where you can do whatever you want. That has helped. I just wanted to share this video with you. I'm not expecting you to be like, this is the best video I've ever heard. This is the best thing I've ever seen. I'm not expecting that. What I am expecting is if somebody who's dealing with the same things that I'm dealing with, you'll finally be able to say, you know what? She sees me. I do. You're not the only one going through this. It's just that when you're in the thick of it, it just feels like you are, but you're not. I'm going to share with you also in the show notes, if you look in the notes of this YouTube video, is some of the books that I've been reading that I feel like just may lift your spirits. You may just like them. Here's some books that I'm reading. Also, self-care products that I've been enjoying. Vaseline. Vaseline, y'all come to the front. They have this, I'm going to put it into the show notes. They have this amazing product right here. It's so silky. It's so creamy. It makes me feel like I, escaped somewhere, even though I'm just right here in the house taking showers and lotioning up. I feel so good. It just makes it feel so good to my skin. Drinking water. So I'm the type of person that will rotate my water cups because I need to stay motivated to drink water. And so I will rotate my water cup. And I'm going to suggest you do the same thing. Adding more fruit to your diet, adding more vegetables to your diet, just taking care of yourself and how you're eating, maintaining that body, doing what you need to do. So yeah. So this is me coming out of my rut. So you will begin to see videos again. I will be back up on it like I'm supposed to be. And I hope you enjoyed this amazing video. And again, I'm calling it amazing because for those who see me and I see you and you're struggling through the same, just knowing that somebody else has your back, knowing that somebody else hears you, knowing that somebody understands you, just knowing somebody else is going through the same thing and could relate. High five. All right. More videos should be coming soon. And thank you for following the journey.